Hey guys, so today we're going to be checking out Amplitube 5 and we are going to do what my buddy Gary Tholander, the Big G, wanted. We're going to check out the Dimebag Darrell presets coming right up. Okay, so let's go over to the software now, and what we're going to do is we're just going to go and look for the Dimebag setups. So it's basically in the Amplitube collections, and if you see there, this one here, we got the Dimebag Darrell sounds. So we got Cowboys from Hell, Distortion. Now I'm not going to play, basically because I'm not a Dimebag Darrell player, but I'm also not going to play it for copyright reasons, so I'm just going to try out the tones. So what we'll do is we will start with this, and you can see that there is we've got a 6-band EQ in place. We've got this EQ as well with gain, and it's called the Pre-EQ3. We've got a noise gate of hell. So that's one of Dimebag's own, and again this is built into the thing. And we've got two Dimebag Daryl heads. This one, they're the settings on that, and identical settings on the other. The only thing is that the other has also got little flanger doubler in the effects loop. But at the moment, I'm not certain that that looks on. In fact, it definitely doesn't. The cabs are Darrell's own, both of them. And if you look, there's a slight difference in the microphone placement as we switch between the two. And then in the outboard, we've got parametric EQ, two of them on one channel and just the one on the other. So, this is what this sounds like. So you can hear that has got quite a lot of high end on it, and also it's got quite a bit of noise gate on it, and I really quite like this noise gate. It does seem to do the job really well. So that's the Cowboys from Hell. Let's look at the next one, which is Clash Distortion. So let's have a quick look at what we got there. Similar stuff, all the same stuff going through. The same amp, just slightly different settings, and only a graphic EQ at the end of each. Have they moved the miking? No, the miking is identical in this. So this is what this one sounds like. Clash Distortion. So that's that one, that's the Clash Distortion. Let's check out the next one, which is the Dominate Distortion. And again, looking at this, it hasn't changed a great deal. We've still got all the same at the front end, the two Daryl Heads. This time it does appear that the flanger is engaged. And let's have a quick look. No, the microphones are in the same position on the cabs. No EQ on this top cab, and a parametric on the bottom. So let's have a little listen to this one, the Dominate Distortion. So there we are, that's the Dominate Distortion. Next up we got the Gates Clean, and this is a beautiful tone. It is run through a Jazz Amp 120, so we all know what that is. That is likely to be the Roland 120, and running into exactly the same cab and mic'd with just two U48s. There is no real EQ, a little bit of room width, but that's it. So we have got two room mics, two cab mics, and this lovely clean head. And this is what this sounds like. You'll probably notice that it's got the chorus on the vibrato and chorus, and they're both at 5, which is 12 o'clock, and it just sounds really nice. In fact, I like the middle pickup setting on this. An absolutely beautiful tone there. So that's the Gates Clean. We've then got the Gates intro solo, which again goes back to the Dimebag settings. Let me give you a closer up view of that. So again, all of these standard stuff in the front end, the Daryl Heads, these are the both exactly the same again. It looks like the flanger's on. Let's see if we've got a 57 and a U47, and just a slight movement on the 57 there, and digital delay and parametric EQ on those outputs. So this is what the Gates intro solo sounds like, and I'm on my neck pickup to begin with. And here's what the bridge pickup sounds like with that tone. A really, really nice lead solo sort of tone. So next up we got the Heretic Distortion, and again looking at the amp setup, all very, very similar. Does seem that the flanger is engaged, all the front end is the same, and just a parametric on the back end. So again, 57 and a U47, slight change of position on the 57, but this is what this one sounds like. And again, I'm going back to the bridge pickup here. As you can see, like a lot of these Dimebag settings, there is an awful lot of overdrive and top end. It is a really scooped sound. So let's dive in and have a look at the next one. Next up, we've got Intro to Cowboys from Hell, and again you can see that it's added a couple of flangers at the end, a flanger doubler. So there's one on each side. Let's have a see. Again, identical miking. Again, Dimebag's head. Looks like the gain's always up full, and exactly the same at the front end. The noise gate is a little bit lower on this one though, and you'll note the EQ settings. So let's see how this one sounds. And I love that flangey type setting on that. It really does have almost an Eddie Van Halen type sound to it. And let's have a listen to the lead solo with wah. The only issue here being that this is not an auto wah, although actually it looks like it might. Let's see if it will auto wah. No, it won't auto wah, so I'm going to have to try and be really clever here and just play a little trill and show you the wah. So there we go. That's the best I can do on that, because I'm using one hand on the guitar and one hand on the mouse on the wah pedal here, so that's a real tricky thing to do. So probably the best I can show you on that. Again, the wah is in an interesting position. It's between the noise gate and the amp. Sorry, this is between the EQ and the noise gate, meaning that the noise gate is cancelling all of the bad noise going towards the amp. So that's cool. Right, next up, the penultimate, or the penultimate I should say. This is Live Distortion, and again all the same setup as per usual, gain on full, and yeah, slight change of position on the mic and a bit of parametric on one side only. Let's have a quick listen to the Live Distortion. I really love Dimebag's distorted tones. They are so I guess of their time. They're really scooped, and they've got that real sort of screechy, squeaky sort of tone, and they really do they're lots of fun to play. So let's go over and just do the last one, which is Medicine Clean. Now this is the first time that we've used Dime's own head and on clean tone, and so there are the settings on that. There's also that flanger and a single cab this time. And are we using both mics? Yes we are, but very little of the room mic. So there we go. Let's have a listen to how this one sounds. This is called Medicine Clean, and I'm gonna play single coil in the middle because obviously it's a clean tone. So there we go. There are all the Dimebag Darrell tones, and I hope you found it interesting. There's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 tones to be playing with there, and I think you'll agree that Amplitube have got it really close. Certainly from the bits of Dimebag that I've listened to, back from Pantera obviously, and Cowboys from Hell tones, they all seem to be there. And so let me know. As always, I only do the demo, you guys do the review in the comment section down below. Please let me know what you think of the Dimebag tones, and also if you've enjoyed this, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and a like, and if you haven't subscribed yet, do consider subscribing because I put out as much great content as I possibly can. And if you've made it this far in the video, just put in the comment section Dimebag rocks, and then I'll know you've got this far, and I really appreciate it. So as always, do all the things that the algorithm likes, and I'll be back with the very best content I can just as soon as I can. But in the meantime, as always my friends, you take good care.